What's up, YouTube? Here are the rose bubbles. As you can see, they look completely different. I mean, I didn't even notice until like the second day that this one was starting to turn pink. But I'm pretty sure I figured out what it is. Because this one's closer to the light, it's not spreading out its tentacles as much. Because, you know, it doesn't have to get as much surface area to do photosynthesis. Plus, it's closer to the light. I mean, I'm not positive on this. I mean, this is just a theory. And it didn't, even when it was shoveled up, it still had, like, the same colored tentacles for the first, I don't know, day and a half. But this one's starting to bubble up. See, like, it has bubble tips. And then this one's all stringy, and it's always been like that. I personally like this one more, just because of the colors. It's just freaking sweet. It's like orange, whereas this one's like neon pink. I don't know, that might sound crazy, but I just find this one prettier. And, of course, Clarky's being a douche and hosting on both of them. But, of course, in his mind, they're both connected, because he's retarded. So apparently, the mentally disabled, if they see two things next to each other, they're the same thing. And, well, I guess that's in nature, too. And, plus, any other clownfish would do this. I just like to call my Clarky retarded, because he always acts retarded, does this stupid shit. Anyway, he's liking both. I mean, he doesn't care about the color, as you can see. He sleeps in this one, and then he's in this one most of the day. And you can see he's getting pretty aggressive, because he sees I'm so close to it, so he's trying to, he always does this wagging thing whenever I get next to the tank. He just, like, gets all ecstatic and starts shaking like crazy and whipping his anemones with his tail. But, I mean, you can see what 2 days of slightly different placement will do to an anemone. I mean, this, with just a slightly lower lighting, because it's getting more indirect lighting, where this one's almost right below the bulb. As you can see, it's like right below it, and this one's right next to it. And I did talk to the guy who propagated this one, and he said this is normal. He said, I told him what happened. He's like, yeah, that happens a lot. He said, and the reason that it happens, he's not sure. I mean, he had no idea either. But, yeah, it's pretty sweet. I like having two completely different anemones right next to each other, because when people come over and ask, like, what kind of anemones are these, I'll just say they're both rose bubble tips, and then confuse the shit out of them, which I like doing. So, yeah, in person, I like the other one more. Not the bright pink one that, for some reason, looks better on camera. See, because, like, when this one, like, shortens up its tentacles, they're almost the same color as this. So, yeah, it almost looks like I just went out and bought another anemone, but that's not the case. There's no way I would spend more money on another anemone. I mean, one's enough. And what I'm kind of afraid is going to happen... Well, actually, I'm not afraid of this at all. I mean, if this happened, that would be awesome, but, like, if they started splitting like crazy and I started getting like an anemone tank, I'd just most likely keep the corals I have and just get rid of the condi, which right now is expelling waste, so is all shriveled up. He's pooping. And, yeah, that's what I would do. And just keep growing anemones and selling them, because I know that the guy who brings them into the LFS all the time, he just, like, pops in and, you know, gets $45 a piece, and he brings, like, 5 at a time, and he comes, like, once a week. Now, again, that guy has, like, a 150-gallon tank, and it's a flat tank. It's like a coral flat, filled with nothing but anemones. It's really cool looking. I've seen pictures of it. And, he supplies, like, all the LFSs around, and he must get a lot of money, because he doesn't just bring... that's just the LFS I'm usually at, and he brings 5 into there. So, like, almost every week. And these are sweet. I just love having 2 anemones. Especially since, like, this one hasn't lost, like, an inch. It's still, like, exactly the same size. It's just... it's more flimsy. Whereas this one... the tentacles are a little bit more stiff. Thicker. God, all that sounds wrong. I don't know. Prettier. It's just like a brighter pink color, but I don't like the way they're shaped, the tentacles themselves. I like it when they're more stringy like this, because it's cool to see clownfish swim through this, I think. But, yep. If I end up getting a lot of splits, I'll just start, like, the second I hit 100 subscribers, I'll probably give one away. You know. And I bet they're gonna split soon, because I'm still feeding one cube of mysis a week. So, or maybe I'll probably have another baby anemone soon. It's freaking awesome. I'm really happy about this. I'm really happy that this is happening. I didn't expect it to happen that fast. And this was another video where I just blabbed on and, you know, just talked. So, yeah, I know this wasn't a very well put together video. None of mine are. And someone asked a question like, oh crap. And it was Mike Jones. Yes, like, what happened after I got electrocuted in science class? Basically, I got electrocuted and my arms, like, I couldn't put them down. Like, I put them to my side and they just start, like, raising up into the position I originally had it. And then it's like hard to move my arms. And they're starting to loosen up, and I'm still, like, shaky as freaking balls. It's insane. It's annoying. But yeah, my arms just, like, kept on going back into the same position. And the teachers, they were gonna send me down to, like, the clinic or something, but I didn't know, like, what they would do, so I just stayed in class, kind of laughed it off. And, so yeah, that's what happened. Alright. So see ya. Thanks for watching.